Hi everyone, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Today we are going to do, what are we doing?
Chanel foundation.
We're just going to review the 5 that we use the most. So I'm going to start with Vitalumiere.
A source of youth and light, a fluid foundation revives tired, dull complexion.
This has an SPF of 15. Now, I've been using this on shoots for quite a few years, and even though it has a SPF of 15, it doesn't flash back. I think it's a really good foundation. It's quite a sheer foundation. It's the kind of foundation that you need to have really quite good skin to wear, I would say, or use it and use quite a hefty concealer in the areas where you need it.
Okay, it says on here, the light texture of Vitalumiere fluid gives a slightly satin finish. Would you say that?
Yeah, it does.
For a radiant, natural, youthful looking makeup. So I would say that.
Yeah, definitely does. This foundation is great if you have dry skin like me.
It also says that it comes with a little pump action, so ideal amount in a single application. It does give you a perfect amount. It doesn't squirt out too much.
One thing I find slightly annoying about these is that a lot of my caps split. But I think maybe last year or this year they introduced a slightly different cap design which prevents it from splitting. Okay, I'm just going to apply some loose powder. This is Chanel and the number is 20. So that's the kind of finish you're looking at getting with a Chanel Vitalumiere. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. You can see there's a slight dewiness to it. Bearing in mind I've only powdered the central panel because you wouldn't buy this foundation if you didn't like a dewiness to your skin. So this isn't a foundation to buy if you want a matte finish. Okay, the next foundation is Vitalumiere Aqua. This is probably the newest Chanel foundation. We've had it, how long have we had it? A little while. Couple of months. Nick really loves it. I didn't get it in my colour, so I don't really have an opinion on it yet. So Nick's probably best to tell you about this. We just went onto the Chanel US website, and it didn't appear to be on the Chanel website in the US. So I don't know if this is I don't know if you've got this or if it's under a different name. I'm not sure.
One thing I would say is make sure you really shake this first, because it seems to have a lot of water that comes out first. So make sure it's well shaken.
A new generation texture, an unprecedented sensory experience, a unique makeup result, rapid and easy application. Vitalumiere Aqua. Apply your makeup without thinking about it. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Even though it's called Vitalumiere Aqua, it is not a waterproof base. Okay, if that led anyone to believe that it is, it's not from what we can see. Its soft and evanescent, ultra-fine fluid texture is a real surprise. Although exceptionally delicate and light, it offers an incomparable second skin perfecting result. The complexion appears amazingly even, fresh and energised. The skin glows with seemingly new beauty, as if lit from within, bathed in light. Its formula, enriched with a UVB sun filter and mineral sunscreen, protects the skin from damaging sun rays, SPF 15. So how do you think that differs from Vitalumiere, Nick?
It's really hard to say. I actually think it's a little bit more coverage.
Even though
it says it's lighter, I feel like it gives me more coverage. I love Vitalumiere, and this is, for me, on my skin, maybe because my skin's reasonably dry, a little step more.
What, you find this is dewier?
No, a little step more in coverage.
Okay. Right.
It's how I feel about it. I don't know, I know they say it isn't, but I do think it actually sits on the skin a bit more. So that's my personal opinion on it, but I actually really, really like this, and I was a massive fan of Vitalumiere, but I like that it's still got the healthy shine, but not quite so much. Vitalumiere can look a little bit too shiny sometimes. This has still got a glow, but if you look at Sam and look at me come into shot, and yours is powdered.
Yeah, mine is way more powdered than yours. Do you want to powder yours?
Well, I haven't powdered mine at all, and you've still got a bit of a shine.
Yeah, powder yours and see how it goes. Nick's using the same 20 powder, the same Chanel powder. No, definitely Vitalumiere is more dewy, I think.
So this is that step if you don't want it quite so dewy.
Next I'm going to do Pro Lumiere. This is professional finish makeup. This also has an SPF of 15.
A flawless complexion in any light, Pro Lumiere stretches like a canvas that forms a certain veil of light over the skin. The material, which it doesn't really make sense.
I think on the Chanel website they actually took the French, put it into a translator and just let it translate into English, because often when you read it you're like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. Soft to the touch and perfectly adjustable when applied, the Pro Lumiere formula is highly concentrated with high-tech radiance emitting active ingredients.
It's quite okay.
We'll tell you what we think, shall we? Let me powder this. I think if you actually want any information about the Chanel foundations at all, don't go to the website, because it's just a big mouthful.
I think sometimes if things are written in that way, you kind of go away knowing as much as you went in there.
It doesn't really mean anything, does it? The Chanel foundations, if you try them, they sell themselves.
Yeah,
you know, they are really that good that you probably don't need to go and read loads of reviews. You just need to know what skin type they're for and what kind of finish. So this is Pro Lumiere. Sorry, Nick, you're leaving. Right, let me zoom in. It's more coverage. It's a real perfect finish. I love this one. Again, it's another one that I've had in my kit for a while. This is suitable for dry to normal skins, I would say. I would liken the Pro Lumiere to Armani Luminous Silk, would you?
I would actually probably put that more in between Vitalumiere, because it's got such a sheen to it.
Yeah. So that is Pro Lumiere, so you can see the finish
we look like
here
little
compared to Nick. Nick has no makeup on now, so you can see how her skin looks and how mine looks. So that is Pro Lumiere. Nick's next one is
Tint Innocence.
And this
one actually has a better write-up. It looks to be a bit easier to understand.
Fresh light, fluid texture, light coverage, natural satiny finish. Sounds like all the others, doesn't it? The light coverage ensures a flawless, ultra-natural complexion. The skin is moisturised, soft and protected. Natural radiance, light perfecting pigments and lumioptic pigments even out the complexion and conceal imperfections. Hydrating agents provide the skin with hydration, comfort and suppleness. Softening active ingredients offer a silky sensation and feel. And this has an SPF of 12, protects the skin from harmful sun rays.
All the others have 15, we didn't say that, did we?
No, we did.
Oh, love this one, but it's in a little glass pot, so I have to tap it on the back of my hand, which is quite hard to get out, I have to say.
Yeah. I think it's lovely because it looks nice. It makes you think of Chanel perfume, you know, the way that it is, but that's just not so convenient. It is also very heavy. All of these are in glass packaging, apart from the Vitalumiere Aqua that you could, you know, throw around your bag all you like, really. But yeah, the others are all in glass, so they do weigh a little bit.
I like this one. Might be making its way home with me.
Have you not used this one before?
Not sure actually. I have, because I remember the tapping action that bruised the back of my hand last time.
Oh, I should mention we're both using Louise Young foundation brushes because we wanted it to be fair.
This one's getting the full treatment. It's even going over the eyes.
Because it's the one you're keeping on.
It's the one I'm keeping on.
Fresh light, fluid texture, light coverage, natural satiny finish. Yeah, I would say that's pretty true.
Feels nice.
Looks nice. It's very nice. It's quite a lot of coverage actually. Even though it says natural satiny finish, I see a lot more coverage there than I did with maybe the Vitalumiere Aqua.
Yeah.
And the Vitalumiere. It's probably a similar coverage to this one I have on.
Yours looks... Did you powder yours?
Yeah. Oh. I don't use a lot of powder though, you know what I'm like.
Yeah, I did put quite a bit of powder on this actually.
Would you say the Vitalumiere is suitable for?
Dry skin, more mature ladies, and people that just want to have a really, really healthy glow.
Prolumiere.
I would say Prolumiere is still good for people with a slightly dry skin but want slightly more coverage and want it to last longer. Great for mature women if they're going out for an evening and they want it to stay put and they're having their photos taken. Great for weddings. Yeah.
Great for photographic work.
Great for photographic work.
Okay. Vitalumiere Aqua.
Vitalumiere Aqua. It kind of sits in the same category as Vitalumiere, I have to say. I think it's for people with a slightly oilier skin though. It seems to slightly sit on my skin, so I would say it's for people that want that radiance glow, but they do have a slightly oilier skin, because I think it will sit a little bit better and slip a little bit better with their skin.
Cool. And the one you just did?
I would say for all skin types, that want a bit more coverage, that want it to last. If you don't want to powder, I think this is nice because it has a bit of a glow but not too much of a glow. So yeah, I would say for all skin types. There is also a Chanel Lift, is it?
Lift Lumiere.
Lift Lumiere, which we don't actually have, but I'm sure that for that.
No, I have used it and that's really very good for mature skins. Right, okay, I'm going to use the matte Lumiere now. This is my least favourite, but that's because I don't like a matte finish and because my skin is very dry. This one, we should warn you, it does clog, so you have to be very, very careful, especially if you're using this around your clothes or, you know, in your bedroom or around a bride, because these do tend to get very blocked up, and then, like this one is, and then it just squirts out at an angle, okay? So please do be careful. Matte Lumiere. This is going to be quite a lot of coverage on me, I would say.
A silky and comfortable texture for a matte, slightly powdery and radiant makeup result.
I have to use more of this foundation than I do of the Vitalumiere or the Prolumiere. I've had to use 1.5 pumps of this to do my whole face. So it is much thicker and it doesn't go quite as far. But then maybe if you had an oilier skin, that would help it to glide on a little. Looking in my screen, I can see it's still coming back with a bit of shine, but that will set completely matte. It actually does look very nice if I zoom in. You know, it's very flawless, but you know, I just don't have a skin that would suit a matte foundation. I would never buy a matte foundation, but I know that loads of you do. Yeah, well,
and if you're going out and you want it to last all night, it would be great.
So if you have an oily skin, I think this is a brilliant foundation, or a normal to oily skin, or if you have an oily T-zone, or you just tend to shine a lot, I think this is a great foundation for you. But
for a slightly more coverage foundation, I think it's gorgeous.
Zoom right in. Ooh.
It's nice.
There you go, that's matte Lumiere. So that is our review of the Chanel foundations that we have. I actually think all of them are really brilliant on the right skin types. So yeah, hope that's been useful, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.